What's going on, guys? MegaGig back with another video. Today we are back with a Barbarian and we are doing a charge build. And let me check something real quick, make sure the recording is going alright. Looks like it's going alright. I did forget to adjust this volume, so it might be a little loud on the recording. There we go. Alright, yeah, we'll go ahead and repair while we're here. So, this is the 6-piece Immortal Kings bonus set, 4-piece Raekor set. It's a bit different than the one from before. Basically, I have just switched my Raekor's Will. I've switched my helmet with the Immortal King's helmet and the boots with the Immortal King's boots. So that got rid of the 6-piece bonus, where we have the stacks of Furious Charge stacking up, and then it increases our spear or any Fury spending attack. But in place of that, we gain the while Wrath of the Berserker and Call of the Ancients is active, you deal 400% increased damage. So the difference in this build is it's taking a lot of the damage focus off of Ancient Spear and it's putting it into Furious Charge. Some other changes we've made, we'll go over the cube first. We have switched out the furnace, I believe is what we had, or the 300th spear. We had one of those too, I guess it didn't really matter. We've switched that out for standoff, which means Furious Charge increases our damage equal to 250% of our bonus movement speed. And then we've also switched out our shoulders, or our armor for Vile Ward. Furious Charge deals 35% increased damage for each enemy hit while charging. There's a couple of different things you can run in here, but that's what we're running today. And then you'll need the Ring of Royal Grandeur, of course, because we need to run the bonuses of both of these sets, the 4 and 6-piece. You can't do that without the Ring of Royal Grandeur. So there's the cube. Our Paragon points, we do want to have movement speed, and we also want to have maximum fury just to give our Ancient Spear more damage. We're sitting at about 186 right now, and then the rest is max strength. As for these, it goes basically the same as before. And then the skills, we've changed one thing here. We got rid of Warcry, and now we're using Sprint Marathon to increase bonus movement speed to 40%. That's because of our cube, where Furious Charge is dealing damage equal to our bonus movement speed. So like I said, the main portion of damage is going to be coming from Furious Charge now, not from Ancient Spear. I am running a Vitality Gem in my helmet. You can run a diamond for the cooldown reduction if needed. This build doesn't really need a whole lot of cooldown reduction. I'm opting for the life because my life is kind of low for a build like this. But you know, it's whatever your preference. As for the amulet, I am running a Hellfire amulet for the Gain the Superstition passive, just to make me more tanky. We've also switched out our Scholar's Salvation for Ancient Parthian Defenders. That way we can just have more overall defense, stunning enemies and whatnot, because each time we charge we're going to be stunning enemies from the Cold Rush rune, because we still get the bonus that Furious Charge gains the effect of every rune on the 4 set there, plus the 300% increased damage. So we're using the Superstition passive there, and then this here. And then we're also going with Esoteric Alteration, just for more survivability. Really, this build is kind of squishy. In my opinion, both charge builds are kind of squishy. Just they are. I don't know. And then we're still using a Restraint and a Focus, and we're also using a Bane of the Trapped in this one to give us an overall nice damage boost. If you're on a lower tier, if you're just running speed farms or something, you could probably switch out Bane of the Stricken for something else, either Bane of the Powerful or Wreath of Lightning, something that's going to do more AoE damage. But we're running all diamonds, and everything else is basically the same. Our weapon, I have chance to deal area damage on it. You can re-roll that for a couple of different stats depending on your build as well. But our life per hit is pretty low. Our fury spent is 2200, so we're going to be healing a lot when we dump that. But that is doubled from Relentless we are running while below 35% health. So if you get really low, your life per fury spent is doubled and all damage taken is reduced. So yeah, that 2200 quickly turns into 4400 when we dump our spear. And then we're also running Bloodthirst just to boost up our life per fury spent. We are running Nerves of Steel. Now this is more of a higher Rift build. This is more of a tanky version. If you're not having trouble dying or surviving or whatever, then you can switch out Nerves of Steel for Rampage if you like to do more damage. You can switch out Relentless for something like Animosity or Berserker Rage or Brawler. There's not really too much going into that. In fact, I might just go ahead and switch out this for Rampage, just because we're not going to be pushing any high rifts, because I'm not that great at this build, and pushing higher rifts just doesn't bode well for me. I tried already in this build, and it's not necessarily the build's fault. I'm just not I haven't had enough practice with this build yet. But that's basically it. We've only switched out the one skill, and then there you can see those. You've seen the other options we can have as well. And we're still running a bottomless potion of the tower for the increased armor. And let's go. We're just going to run. We're on T11. We're just going to run this here. And we'll go ahead and fire those up. Your spear is doing damage, still doing a decent amount of damage, but it's mainly there just to reset your Berserker Rage. So as soon as you get into a battle, you want to pop your Berserker Rage, pop everything else, and watch everything die. You do still need to be careful of your cooldowns there, and you do want to be dumping your Fury to reset your Berserker Rage, because you do quite a bit more damage with your Berserker Rage up 400% to be exact. And we came the wrong way. And you can see I just ran out of stacks there. If you're not hitting more than 2 or only 1, you will run out of stacks. Thankfully I had a conduit shrine there. Let's get that for more experience. That and that. And you can see actually with our Berserker Rage down, we're still doing decent damage, but everything's not dying in one blow. And then we pop our Berserker Rage and everything just bloof, explodes. So this is a great speedrunning build. It's also a fine higher rift build if you have the survivability, if you have the toughness. You can see our toughness it really only goes up when we stun a bunch. Otherwise our toughness is really low. Go ahead and pop that again, and that. The only thing I don't really care about this build is trying to manage my sprint. I tend to forget to hit it a lot, and it's a decent bonus boost for your charge with that movement speed. And it just doesn't last very long. I suppose you could do the numlock trick if you wanted, and then every time you quit charging it would cast your sprint for you. But when you run out of fury you might run into some issues. So I don't know, that's up to you. But everything pretty much dies when you're charging in this build. You do need to remember to dump your Fury, mainly to get the reset on your Wrath of the Berserker there. Pick up all these goodies. And if your Wrath of the Berserker is up and you're in the middle of a big fight or a fight that's going to be lasting, go ahead and cast it again right before you dump all your Fury. That'll get, that'll get your cooldown going. And I just ran out of stacks there for a second. Poof. Poof. And there we were only hitting 2, so we ran out of stacks and we did it again. As you can see, I get lost trying to pay attention to the different skills. It's not really a hard build. It just does take a little bit of concentration and paying attention to what skills are going off cooldown. That way you don't lose, you lose the cooldowns on anything. So I'm just going to charge up all my Fury. There we go. Ooh, alright. This is a fantastic build for these guys. No, there's still a couple there. Come on. My stacks, my stacks. Where are you at? Oh, come on, it didn't. He ran away. I'm going to lose some of them. Ugh, lost 2 of them. Wow. And this is one thing I hate about the charge build. If you get to where you're not hitting, if you're trying to chase these guys around like that, it gets to where managing your stacks really becomes annoying. There, we got a lot of them. We're not even near the Rift Guardian. No way. He's still way up here. Or she. Oh no! I keep running out of stacks. Keep not hitting enough. There we go. So now we got the Rift Guardian. Anyways, guys, that was a little bit of a cluster, but it worked out in the end. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like the build, give it a try. 4-piece Raekor, 6-piece Immortal Kings. And if you like the video, leave a like and a comment down below. Subscribe, guys, if you want to see more. Thanks, and more good stuff to come.